da-da-da, ha-da-da-da-da, whoosha, 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 whoosha. That's what you can really do in boxing, isn't it? Well, I don't think they actually do that bit. They do that in the train and the speed. I don't fucking know how they do the speed bank bit. Listen, right, if I was to get in a scrap with somebody in the street, I'm either just going to bite their throat or try and use my weight to wrestle them. Not, you know, I can't be doing none of this. Block that. Block. Block. Double block. Watch the parry. Watch the, cover the body. Block. In and out, in and out. I can't be doing that kind of shit. I'm so uncoordinated. To anybody that's still lingering after watching that horrible, I can't even call it an intro. I don't know what I'm calling that. Visuals, we're doing an impromptu. Is that the right word I'm looking for? We're doing a review I wasn't expected to do a review for. We're going to do a spoiler-free review for Creed 3 that I wasn't going to do because I knew that me and Chris, in a week's time, no, not a week's time, by the next, a week Tuesday, this will probably, I'll put this up probably Monday night, Tuesday morning. So like about a week's time, we'll be talking about it, spoiler heavy, anyway. But this film's been on my mind all weekend. I saw it on release date with me and Chrissy Poo, and I fell in love with this film. This film is already, as it stands, going to make my top 5 films for the year, and the whole year isn't even done yet. We've got some exciting things to come out this year. Mario and Guardians, we've had Ant-Man, we've got Adam Driver's 65, which looks cool, John Wick. There's loads coming up, but this film, I left the cinema in absolute just sheer awe of the intense, magnificent, huge fucking beautifulness. I'm just trying to use fancy words to say how much I love this film. I could just say I left the cinema absolutely loving this film. Some technical glitches in our hiccups in our cinema. The last 30 seconds, a minute maybe, the film just cut out as, I can't even say, I think it's spoiler free. At the end of the film, there's a conversation between two people and something happens and the film cuts out and you're like, oh my God, you've took me out of the tension. And this cinema that we went to was fucking rammed. Near enough every seat was gone and there was people walking up and down. And I know Chris kept getting a little bit distracted, but I was like this for the whole film. It was just... So I was so plugged in. But every now and then I would zone out. There was dickheads at the front flashing this Snapchat or whatever, and there was 2 girls in the corner coming like 20 minutes late giggling. I'm just thinking every now and then I'd unplug it. If the story was crap on the big screen, I probably would have been noticing that, but because it was such a flawless film, I was plugged right in. Basically, I left this film and I done what I usually do with Chris, and I ran my fat mouth that didn't stop my little motor mouth, and we spoke about it from the cinema to my house, and I thought how much I'm in love with this. Well done, Michael B. Jordan, by the way. Wow, on his directorial debut, because I think this is the first thing he's directed. I could be wrong, he might have directed that show that he did on Netflix, or he could have just been a producer. But even so, I think it's his first film that he's directed for the big screen. And what a phenomenal job, because I can tell you now, right, hands down for me, we have saw the best combat sports fight we have ever seen in a film. It was just... oh my fucking God, it was perfection. And one of the biggest things that I took away from this as well, and I said it to Chris, was Jonathan Majors has already, this is already his year. You can argue it's Pedro Pascal's year, and 110% in so many ways it is, you know, with Mando, The Last of Us and whatnot, and me being a massive simp for both of these guys anyway. I'd love these two to war it out. But Jonathan Majors... his career is just going so fucking amazing. The guy is ridiculously talented. So is Michael B. Jordan. Huge credit to him for not only being creative behind the scenes, but for coming back as Adonis and bringing on the performance. He always performs to an absolute high, amazing level. But Jonathan Majors, and the show his variety, his variation with the different Kangs he's going to be playing. The Kang that we got in He Who Remains, the Kangs that we're going to get in the future of the MCU, the Kang we got in Quantum Mania, to then what we get in Creed, and this completely role reverse, this from the streets, in jail, rugged, manipulative character we get in this. The way that Jonathan Majors plays his character in this, you fall in love with him, you feel sorry for him, you sympathise with him, you get behind him. Then he's behind the scenes, he's working all these plots and these plans and doing this and doing that. And he pulls on the heartstrings of Creed in this to get a fight by playing on the heartstrings of us, of how Rocky got his fight with Apollo in the first film. And it's like a big full circle for everything. And you're like, wow. Oh my God, what the fuck is happening? And the way he plays his role. Again, this goes to Michael B. Jordan as well. He is fantastic in this. He switched from my fighter in this to more of a promoter and whatnot. He's got people on his roster, he's got promotions and stuff. And he's got a big fighter, but shenanigans happens. Jonathan Majors ends up fighting his fighter. Shit doesn't go well for Michael B. Jordan's fighter. Jonathan Majors in there, becomes champion, and our story unfolds. The little bits here and there. There's some really heartbreaking as well moments in this, including his mum. His mama and stuff in this. The relationship between the two. I'm going to try and say this next bit without spoiling it, because this is the biggest thing why I wanted to do my own review, because I just had to outburst. Because as far as I'm aware, I left work on the Friday. I'm the only person from my work that's seen this yet. And oh no, tell a lie, there's two people, and I'll only see him for a minute or so. So I have to wait till I see him till we can rage and rant about it and just talk. So I needed to get something out. But the final fight we get, not spoiler who's in the final fight, we know who it's going to be. Michael B. Jordan, Jonathan Majors. And the way they show this fight, and this is why it's the most beautiful fight for me. It acts as if it was somewhat of a dream sequence. Now, it's not a dream sequence. It's a real fight that does happen. But there's certain elements that happen in this film. And it tells the story of their relationships and their personal experiences and their personal moments together, and their moments in life that they were most scared of and stuff. So certain props and certain things are used, and they tell this unique story. I feel like I'm going to cry talking about it because it was so fucking powerful. And the music that's done, the fact that there is no music towards one of the rounds, and you hear the noise of the hitting each other and a body shot or whatever, or a block, and then going for the headshot, and oh my fucking god, it's just for Michael B. Jordan to just take it away instead of having the crowd still. I don't want to spoil too much, so I want you to get there yourself. The crowd is still there, but they make you get sucked in, and they take away all the background noise, and they focus on the two people that are most important in this fight, and that is our two fighters and their history together, their story, and they tell their story together during this fight. And it's just so beautifully done. And I've got a massive question as well to any of you people out there that know boxing a lot better than me. I watch it as a casual, the big, Anthony Joshua, Tyson, whoever's fighting, or especially the YouTuber boxing. I watch them. But Jonathan Majors does have a lot of blocks in boxing like that, and I've never once seen it. And I don't know if that's a real block or not, but if it is, it's cool as fuck, and I like it now, because there's quite a key moment where he's blocking like that, and he gets to sneak in. Michael B. Jordan gets away, and that's too much spoiler stuff, but. This film is just so beautiful on so many levels. Only from the story telling aspect, like Michael B. Jordan, you've really done a fucking great job at directing this, from behind the scenes and molding and sculpting and telling the story and making it go where you need it to go. It's fucking flawless. We get little not intermediate. We get little divides of like their backstory of when they were kids and how they met each other. They carry on with the present day. Then we go back to all that carry on. To show, because I think this is the last one, and there's a little moment at the end where Michael B. Jordan does look in the ring, and it's kind of like I'm back, or that's it, I'm definitely done. I don't know what they're going to do going forward. As far as I'm aware, it's the last one. But yes, you're going to laugh as well. There's some cool, fun moments, between the two, especially when they first reunite. There's some real heart-wrenching, gut-wrenching moments. There's some frustrating moments. There's honestly, when the moments happen in the ring and you see this tension between the two rising, and the different, things that are going on, happening, especially the last fight, there's moments where you'd be like me and you'd just be, what the fuck? It was, honestly, it's a story now that's changed my life in terms of, I don't mean change my life, I'm not going to go out and fucking start jogging and shit, I'm too fat for that. I mean change my life in terms of what I want to see as an individual fan of films in future fighting films going forward. Like, we know we've got Jake Gyllenhaal's got a Roadhouse coming out soon, which I'm sure will be amazing, and he looks fantastic for it. He was at the UFC the other day, doing a shot for it and whatnot. But because of what I witnessed on that final fight, it's going to be hard for another boxing film to beat that. It's going to be really friggin' hard, because it was just so amazing. But yeah, visuals, Creed, as you can probably tell, Creed 3 is getting a massive 10 out of 10. It ticks the boxes in every single... Tessa Thompson, I haven't even mentioned her. And yeah, again, she's flawed. Like, she is in everything. I love her as Valkyrie. I love her in this franchise. Tessa Thompson's an absolute fucking gem. She's so amazing. But yeah, this film, just beautiful, amazing. Before I even mentioned, Drago's back. With his boys, and they have like a little bit of training montage and whatnot together. Tony Bellew, who I probably like more as what would you call him now? As a presenter, not a presenter, but like a comment, whatever he does in boxing now. I never really followed his boxing career, but the more, when he fought David Haye and had them couple of fights, I did. But the more that he's out of boxing, he's doing podcasts, he's doing shows and whatnot. I follow him, and he seems like an absolute sound awesome dude. Like, he seems really cool, and he's fantastic in this. And I saw him on the, you know, the red carpets and premieres, and like, him and Michael B. Jordan look like they've got a solid relationship. But yeah, Creed 3, 10 out of 10, beautiful. Please check it out. It's so fucking awesome. It's already one of my highlights of the past. To be fair, I could happily say it's probably in my top 10 films of the last 10 years. Easy, without a shadow. I fucking enjoyed it so much. Visual Creed 3, you've heard my review. 10 out of 10. Go check it out yourselves. And visuals, thank you so much for watching. You guys are literally the best. Remember, always keep being you, keep it on. And please, fucking don't watch me. Go watch Creed 3.